the Steadfast Tin Soldier. Once there were 28 tin soldiers, all cast from the same dented family tin kettle. They stood tall in red and blue, rifles on their shoulders, proud and ready. The very first thing they heard in the world was the little boy clapping his hands with joy as he opened their box and cried, "Soldiers!" The one-legged soldier. One soldier was a little different from the rest. He had been made last of all, and there was not quite enough tin to finish him, so he had only one leg. But he stood as firmly on his one leg as the others did on their two. It is this soldier who is the hero of our story, and he was truly steadfast. The toy world. The little boy placed his new soldiers on a table filled with other toys. There was a wax castle with tiny swans swimming in a mirror lake. It was a marvelous world, bright with color and wonder. The steadfast soldier stood at attention, watching it all with wide eyes, curious to see what might happen next. The lovely dancer. The soldier's gaze soon fell upon a magnificent paper castle. In the doorway stood a graceful dancer, cut from paper, wearing a sparkling dress. She balanced lightly on the tip of one toe, steady and poised. The soldier had never seen anyone so enchanting, and his tin heart beat faster. A graceful pose. The little dancer wore a dress of the finest muslin, with a tiny blue spangle on her shoulder that shone like a star. She stood on the very tip of one toe. Her other leg lifted so high the soldier could not see it. He thought she, like himself, had only one leg. Dreaming of love. She would be the perfect wife for me, thought the steadfast soldier. But she lives in a grand castle, and I must sleep in a box with 27 other soldiers. Still, he could not look away. Though made of tin, his heart burned with hope. In that moment, he felt love had chosen his destiny. Secret admiration. The steadfast soldier found a place behind a small snuff box on the table. From there, he could watch the lovely dancer for hours. She never wavered, always holding her graceful pose, her eyes fixed straight ahead. The soldier admired her constancy and truth, and with every passing moment, he loved her more deeply. The jealous goblin. When evening came, a grumpy goblin popped out of a jack-in-the-box. He was the king of the toys, and he did not like the way the steadfast soldier gazed at the dancer. "Tin Soldier," he squeaked in a nasty little voice, "keep your eyes to yourself. She is not for you." Then he vanished back into his box. Unshaken soldier. The steadfast soldier pretended not to hear the goblin's harsh words. Instead, he stood even straighter and prouder than before, his painted eyes fixed firmly on the beautiful dancer. he would not be frightened away. His heart belonged to her, and no grumpy goblin could change that. He remained steadfast and true to his love. Out the window. The next morning, the children placed the Steadfast Soldier on the windowsill. Then, without warning, the window burst open. Was it the goblin's mischief, or just a sudden gust of wind? The curtains billowed, and before anyone could stop it, the little soldier was swept away, tumbling headlong from his perch into the street below. The hard fall. He fell 3 stories to the street below and struck the cobblestones hard. His single leg pointed straight up in the air, and his rifle was stuck firmly in the ground. It was a terrible fall, but he did not cry out. Perfectly still and silent, he remained a true soldier, even in the direst of circumstances. Missed rescue. The little boy and a maid ran down to the street to look for the soldier. They searched everywhere, stepping right beside him without ever seeing him. If the soldier had only called out, "Here I am," they would have found him. But he thought it improper for a soldier to shout, so he stayed quiet and steadfast. Rescued, but not safe. Soon it began to rain. 2 street boys came by and saw the soldier stuck in the ground. "Look," one said with excitement, "a tin soldier. He looks like a brave sailor. Let's make him a boat and send him on a grand voyage." They were delighted with their discovery and the adventure that awaited. The voyage begins. They quickly folded a boat from an old newspaper, placed the soldier inside, and set him sailing down the rushing water in the street gutter. "Goodbye, brave sailor," they shouted, as the little boat bobbed and swirled away. The soldier stood firm, rifle in hand, staring straight ahead on his unexpected journey. Remembering the dancer. The little boat tossed and turned, but the soldier was not afraid. He was a brave soldier, after all. Through all the spinning and splashing, he thought only of the lovely dancer. He feared he might never see her again, but the memory of her beauty gave him strength to face whatever dangers lay ahead. Into the tunnel. The boat sailed into a long, dark tunnel under the street. "Where am I going now?" he wondered. Just then, a huge water rat swam up to the boat. "Where is your passport?" demanded the rat, showing sharp teeth. "You cannot pass without a passport." The soldier had never been so frightened. The water rat. The steadfast soldier said nothing and only held his rifle tighter. The current pulled the boat faster and faster. The rat swam after him, gnashing its teeth and crying out, "Stop him! Stop him! He has no toll, no passport." But the rushing water carried the soldier onward, beyond the rat's reach. Sinking boat. The boat shot out of the tunnel into a wide canal. The rushing water was too much for the little paper boat. It filled with water and began to sink. The water rose over the soldier's head, but he stood steadfastly as his vessel went down. He knew his adventure was coming to a very sad end. Swallowed by fish. As he sank into the deep, dark water, he thought of his beautiful dancer one last time. He closed his eyes, ready for the end. But just then, a very large fish with a wide open mouth swam by. With a single gulp, the fish swallowed the soldier whole. In the belly. It was terribly dark and cramped inside the fish, even darker than the tunnel and much smaller. But the soldier was not discouraged. He was as steadfast as ever, lying full length with his musket still in his arms. Patiently he waited, wondering what strange fate would come next. The cook's surprise. The fish was caught and taken to market, then sold to a cook. She took it home to the very same house where the soldier had lived. As she cut the fish open with a sharp knife, something gleamed inside. It was the little tin soldier, shining as bright and brave as the day he was made. Home again. "My goodness," cried the cook, "here's the little tin soldier come home again." She carried him into the playroom for the children to see. They cheered with delight to have their lost soldier back. He had been on a grand adventure, but now he was finally home where he belonged. Together at last. The soldier was placed back on the table. Across the room he saw the paper castle and the little dancer, still standing on one leg as steadfast as he was. Their eyes met, and in that moment he knew his long and difficult journey had been worth it. Together forever. The little boy, overjoyed to have his favorite soldier back, noticed how he looked at the dancer. Smiling, he placed them side by side in the castle doorway. They stood together at last, happy and safe in their home forever. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more fun English lessons.